Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video from Kool and the Gang. These guys have been around forever and celebrate good times. Come on. I trust you enjoyed as we looked at this concept of celebration. I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia. But the family would divorce when this guy was only 3 years old, and because of that he moved with his mother to Illinois. He was actually starting to write poetry at the age of 5. He was rapping by 3rd grade and was starting to get into music by 7th grade. And it was around that time that actually he moved to China. His mum got a job over there, so they moved to Nanjing, China. The guy we're talking about is Kanye West. Now, Kanye West is a tower in the world of rap, classed as one of the most significant rappers of all time. So we're talking about music royalty today, absolutely. He would meet the producer No ID, and No ID would become a bit of a mentor for Kanye in those early years. And he would actually win a scholarship to the American Academy of Art. And he was going to start painting of all things during that type of thing. But he said, no, you know what? I really, really love music. So at the age of 20, Kanye dropped out of college. When he was 20 in the mid-1990s, he was involved more in production. He was starting to get a bit of a reputation as a good producer, getting some good beats organised for some fellow rap artists around Illinois. He was involved in Down to Earth, which was an album by the artist Grav, which was reasonably significant for Kanye and for Grav. There was a band, The Go-Getters, in 1999, but it was around the year 2000 that he started to become an in-house producer. Very, very significantly produced the Blueprint, which was a bit of a resurgence for Jay-Z, and pretty well got Jay-Z back on track. And the Blueprint's considered one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time, and Kanye really and truly knew how to put a song together and how to get all the sounds right. The beats continued with the band Ludacris, Alicia Keys, Janet Jackson, but despite all this being quite well known in Chicago, he wasn't getting a record deal himself. But he did release a single. In fact, it was in 2002 that Kanye was involved in a car accident. And there was a bit of a bad one, actually. And Kanye actually broke his jaw. We know how strong the jaw is. We'll actually break that, which involved it being wired together. Just imagine that, that age. And so it was around then that he put it out a song, Through the Wire, which is a great take on and a great look at his life and where it was at that particular time. I'm actually on this accident and I've got my jaw wired together. It's almost like, so you know what, I'm not going to let this thing get me down. I'm going to break through it. In fact, what can I learn from this particular thing that we were doing? Through the Wire, so I've got an official clip of that one below. Through the Wire would eventually get released on the album The College Dropout. Now this is a massive, massive album for Kanye. Got released in 2004, got to number 2, and this has been heralded as a very significant hip-hop work and one of the best debut albums for a hip-hop artist of all time. So Kanye well and truly got noticed at this point. Around that early 2000s period too, Kanye was involved in a bit of a collaboration with Twista and Jamie Foxx. Now, Jamie Foxx is known for his acting ability, but he's also a pretty smooth rapper as well. And we got the song Slow Jamz. Got the official clip of this one below. This is all about taking it slow, taking it smooth, reading the currents and the vibes and all the rest of that, and just finding the natural ebb and flow of things. I think it's really important to find that, to find when we know we're doing well, to get that feeling that we know when we are feeling good, when our mind is at peaceful and our heart is stilled, and having that kind of groove of flow happening is a pretty important feeling to know. And I think to actually find it, and to know what it feels like, know what you like with that feeling is really important. Because we do know that life does have its ups and downs. You know, the up times are pretty cool, but the down times is often where we learn stuff, isn't it? You know, it's a time where we think, oh, right, perhaps I need to change this thing. Perhaps I need to change that thing. That bit didn't really work, did it? What can I do going forward? What I've learned. But in amongst all of that, you do need a compass. You need something to anchor onto, something to hold onto, something to grasp onto. And, you know, that feeling of peace, if I can call it that, in amongst all the chaos is what we need to find. Where is that center of us that is going okay? It might only be a slither of a thing. It may not be very big. It may only be small, but it's there. And you just know when you get there, you go, oh. And it could be too that, no, if life's going really well and things are flying, it's just amazing. You've also got to get back to that point, don't you, of oh, how good is it to go, oh, I love it. What can we do to think about the moments? For me, I love going for walks, and you know, certainly in my YouTube channel, there are some roams starting to go up, which is pretty cool. And you know, what do we do? You know, it could be that we're with our partner and we both together go, I know for me, that's certainly my experience when I get together with my girl, we both go, there's peace and calm in that kind of experience. So what do you do to go, to get back to it? To when you stray from it, you think, oh, where was that spot again? What do you need to do to get back to it? Maybe in your mind's eye, you know, you've got a bit of a picture of a nice, serene, calm scene in your head. You go to that place. We all know that we have a thinking brain and an emotional brain. The emotional brain's the thing that starts to go crazy when things are going really bad. The emotional brain's important, by the way, because you know what? If you're on the road and there's a car coming, you want the emotional brain to say, get off. The thinking brain's going, oh, should I get off? Oh, get off. But that's also the thing that triggers us and gets us a bit crazy. The thinking brain needs to say, you know what? I'll take over here. Counting backwards from 5 really helps. The hand model of the brain, look it up on YouTube. It's a beautiful thing. And so what do you do to get to your moments? So, and that's certainly what Slow Jamz is all about. But this will get further explored with the song Jesus Walks. This also came off this College Dropout album. In fact, College Dropout became triple platinum, 10 Grammy nominations, and the best rap album. Very significant album indeed. Jesus Walks, it's all about putting your hope, I think, in something, in a higher place, a higher way of being. You know, when life is absolutely chaotic, we might send a prayer out to God, we might send a prayer out to whatever we send it out to. But if it is God, and you know, you can't talk about God and not talk about Jesus. Jesus well and truly part of that whole scenario. In fact, Jesus is the way that God showed his love to the world. And to be able to acknowledge, I think, that Jesus walks, the love is high, it's deep and it's wide. And it encounters all sorts of things from sinner to saint, which is one of the lines that is in Jesus Walks. So we've got a live version of that one below. 2005, the album Late Registration came out. And off that, we've got the song Touch the Sky. We've got an official clip of this one below. We've also got a live version of Kanye on stage, both Jesus Walks and Touch the Sky below. In 2007, the album Graduation got released. This got to #1 on debut, so Kanye West really was on the crest of a wave at this point. We got the official clip of Stronger. I think it's a classic case of, every artist needs to come out with a song like this one to just keep them going, keep them inspired. So we got the official clip of Stronger. In 2008, 808s and Heartbreak was released. We've got Love Lockdown. This is all about the effect, not about the relationship breakdown, but the effect on you when a relationship comes to an end. We've got a live version all the way forward to 2015. 2010, we had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This album's all about themes of celebrity and excess. And we've got a live version with Rihanna, who's in this song, All of the Lights. This is an NBA song going from 2011. Another significant performance, in fact, one of the greatest hip-hop sets of all time, was Coachella, when Kanye West was on his world tour. In 2011, we got a live version of Flashing Lights Below. Kanye West, very, very, very significant in the world. One of the greatest rappers of all time. He's won 24 Grammy Awards, 2 albums in the Rolling Stone Top 500, including Yeezus and Twisted Dark Fantasy. Within the 100 greatest songwriters of all time, he's received the Billboard Artist Achievement Award and 3 Brit Awards. Between 2004 and 2025, and there's one on the way, 13 studio albums, estimated to have sold around 160 million albums. So well and truly, as a hip-hop artist, probably paved the way for many after him. Pretty significant, 160 million albums sold. So the links to those 9 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Kool and the Gang, so if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if this is your first time, the Life Reflections for Music, thank you for stopping by. Or if you come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Al Green. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.